Death and life in the power of the tongue.
Speak life.
Death and life in the power of the tongue.
Speak life.
Death and life in the power of the tongue. Live your life, love Christ, do your best to
Speak life.
Death and life in the power of the tongue.
Speak life.
Death and life in the power of the tongue.
Speak life.
Death and life in the power of the tongue. Live your life, love Christ, do your best to
Speak life.
Speak life.
Yes. Hello, and welcome back to the Speak Life podcast.
Hello. We are live. Yes.
Live. The show must go on, no matter what. You know, we're excited about.
We're gonna wait for a few more people.
Okay, we'll wait a little bit.
You know, on my Facebook.
Get everyone up on here. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun episode. We're gonna give y'all some time though. I'll give y'all a little bit of time. Give it like a few more minutes. I got you. Speak Live
Maybe just tag me
Podcast.
so that I can go on.
Boom. And I'm gonna tag you because you're amazing. Alright? That's how we do it.
Yes.
You're amazing. Oh, amazing. Alright. Are you ready? Oh, you want to give him some more minutes? Okay. I'll give him a few more minutes. We'll be kind to our listeners that we love so much. Shout out to y'all.
It'll be good to tag me, so. Is that the link?
Yeah, that's the link to it. That's the link. That's the link. It's official. It's official.
So do I go on the link or do I go on just
So if they click on the link, they're gonna get to where we are now.
okay. So someone else will click on the link.
You can click on the link. Click on the link. They need to click on the link. You need to click on the link. Click on the link. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, you already know what it is. Y'all know how we do on our Tuesdays. This is the live broadcast. This is the in-person. You can see the sweat beads dripping off of my head and the whole 9 yards. You can copy and paste the link. You want me to send you the link? Would you like me to serenade them with some vocals? You want some church songs? Or we can do some Christmas songs. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the rain. Snows are glistening. No? God can't be the link. God can't be the link. I'm excited about this, you know. We don't normally do the live streaming. This is the live episode, you know. So y'all in for a treat. We gonna be cutting up today. We got some things to talk about, you know. It's exciting. It's exciting. type in the chat. Click on the link, yeah. You gotta click on the link. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about this. I think it's gonna be good. And you know, we have people like, yo, y'all need to do live episodes. They wanted the live episodes, so you know, congratulations, you getting a live episode. You know, you speak, we listen. So you know, that's how much we love our audience. We try to give y'all what y'all want. You know, it's like, what is that, Burger King? Have it your way. Have it your way. Have it your way. You can have it your way.
Start in a minute. Just gonna. I can see who was watching though. It's not like maybe I should do it more. I can't do it live. Maybe I should my phone like this.
The sun brightly shining is the night. Oh, my dear, sages don't fall. They're gonna see you on live. Fall. Yeah, I got a little bit of vocals. To me appeared, and the soul held its worth. A thrill of hope. I feel it. The weary world rejoices yonder breaks. A new and glorious morn will fall on your knees. I'm not gonna. They wasn't ready for that. They wasn't ready for that. They think I'm just a funny face, you know. But I'm talented. Are you ready? You ready for this?
Yes. Wait, I wanted to see how I can go live, but I won't be able to see mine.
You won't be able to see yourself. You can just pop it up right there.
Yeah, but I won't be able to see the message if someone is like.
Tell them to go to YouTube.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, so here we go. Welcome back to another amazing episode of the Speak Life podcast. We are so excited to have you with us for our year-end live episode. We live. I am your host, Minister Phoenix, alongside my beautiful, amazing wife and co-host.
Hey everybody, welcome to Speak Life podcast. This is your host, the one and only Shida. We are happy to have you here today. This is a different.
This is a whole different I feel like me and you haven't done an episode together in a minute. Like, it's like you be having guests, then I be having guests, and you be having guests again, and then I just be like taking 2 weeks with guests. So, welcome back, Miss One and Only. Welcome back to the party. Actually have an episode with us together again. Reunited and it feels so good. Yeah, so this is our live episode. And really, this episode is for y'all. This is an episode tailored for y'all. So we wanted to do this to really just recap about, you know, the first few months of doing the podcast. You know, this is going to be our last episode for the year 2020. And boy, was 2020 a doozy. It was a doozy, but it's been a great year. So before we go any further, shout out to you, the listeners. You guys, yes, you, the listeners, the subscribers. Yo, we appreciate y'all. We can't stress how much we appreciate y'all for just rocking with us and joining in when we're doing this, because this is what we do, and it's been a blessing. You know, and here comes the quick shameless plug for the book. So if you haven't gotten your copy of the book, When Three Roads Collide, stay tuned. You might get an opportunity to get a free copy, you know, but you gotta participate. Okay, she's moving. It's live too. They see you moving. They see you moving. You gonna prop it up right there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think we want to go like that way.
This way?
Yeah. Okay. I see live. That's all I see.
No, on the computer.
I'm not worried about that. It's talking about video resolution,
Okay.
whatever. So this is our first time having a live episode. So
We don't know what to do.
whatever happens, just kind of happens, and y'all just stay plugged in as we doing it, So as I was saying, 2020 has been a very interesting year. So we're just gonna recap about some of the highs and the lows and everywhere in between. But this is gonna be a giveaway episode, and we always say, we want y'all to be a part of the conversation. So if you want something free, you're gonna have to chime in. You're gonna have to drop some comments. You're gonna have to do something so you can get this free stuff. I ain't gotta tell you what it's gonna be yet. If I did drop a little hint that if you ain't get a chance to check out the book, you may have an opportunity. You may have an opportunity to actually get a free copy of the book. So, just stay tuned and, just plug in, because it's gonna be a fun ride. Alright, so like I said, this is our last episode of 2020, and we've really been seeking to really just give you guys some motivation and some inspiration in what we're doing. So if I would pose this question to you, Miss One and Only, how have you been enjoying the podcasting so far,
So I have been enjoying it a whole lot. It's like doing the podcast for me, it's like therapy. It opened up a lot of stuff for me, just to think about and just to really seep into my spirit. But the conversation has been really good. I learned a lot doing it, especially last week's episode. Yeah, mentoring. Oh gosh, yeah. I learned a lot, and I learned a lot from all the episodes. But I think that one for me was kind of like, I needed to, I needed all the gems that I can get from Reverend Winnie, or like she likes to be called.
Winnie.
But it was really good. All the episodes that we did was really good. I really learned a lot and taking it with me.
Yes. And something that people may not know, you were the one who had the inspiration for the podcast. God gave you the inspiration for this.
Yeah, and it was right before we actually did published our book. We were in the process of, back and forth with the editor, and God just spoke to me one day, you guys should just start a podcast where you're just talking and inspiring people and uplifting people, giving people hope, and not just people, but also for us. And I always, say, I'm not a talker, I don't like to talk, and I find myself talking about...
I was really going to bring that piece up, is the fact that, you always shy away from the talking piece, and now y'all here on the podcast.
And I'm like, when I don't do it, I'm like, I missed it, I want to go, I want to talk some more.
Yeah, but it's definitely been an amazing ride. It's been an amazing ride on the podcast. I honestly never really even thought about doing a podcast. It was never something that really, came to mind. But it's like now we're doing it. I'm like, yes, this is an amazing thing that we're doing. So I'm just appreciative of the fact of being able to get to do it. And the fact that we touching people, like that's the part I think that makes everything just that much more gratifying. Is the fact that when we raise topics, when we talk about stuff, people are really being touched and motivated by the stuff that we're doing. And for me, it's like, yes, because that's what it's all about. That's what we've always tried to do, is just reach people, So being able to do that, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. All right, this one's gonna be tough. I'm letting you know, this one's gonna be tough. If you had to pick an episode that you really enjoyed, really.
I enjoyed all of them.
I know, that's why I said it's gonna be hard, because we've had some really amazing episodes. So if you can only pick one, you gotta just pick.
I can only pick
only one. Which episode, or if you don't, which episode or which topic would you you know what? That was I like that one. And you gotta give it why. Like, you can't just talk about it like, I'm gonna pick episode 6 now. You got
No, honestly, last week's episode for me was everything. All the episodes were great, but I believe last week for me was awesome. I learned a lot, and a lot of questions that I have or I had actually got answered. So I felt empowered after last week's episode.
Last week's episode was pretty awesome. I can't lie.
And it was on mentorship.
I was like sitting in the background, just kind of listening, you know, because I didn't
Eavesdropping.
have my seat. I wasn't a part, physically a part of the episode. But I still wanted to know what was going on. I wanted to hear what was going on. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to know. I was like, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on in this episode. And I was like, whoa. I was like, yo, they really dropping gems up in there. So, yo, if you didn't check out last week's episode, you're doing yourself a disservice. Go watch that episode.
Yes.
Go watch that episode.
Willie Green is just a gem with a whole lot of knowledge.
And the thing that, like, you know, I like about Red is the fact that, like, she's real humble about it.
Oh
like,
gosh.
if you don't like take the time to really like talk to her, like you would never know the amount of knowledge that is in that head of hers. And shout out to you, Rev, or just Woody.
And that's the humbleness, that's the humility in her.
Woody. And she has like. We can be sitting here talking all day.
But we have some giveaways.
We do have some giveaways, so that's going to be our first question. That's going to be our giveaway question. Our first giveaway question. What was your favorite? Oh, I didn't talk about my favorite episode yet.
No.
So I'm going to give y'all a chance to think about it for a minute. You know, what was your favorite episode and why? You answer that question, we got something for you. So you can monitor the comments over there. I'm gonna go into it. But like for me, I think if I had to pick a favorite episode, like it would have to be 2, because it was a continuing conversation episode, and the one that really got me was the one on forgiveness. Like that forgiveness episode, like for me, I was like we was jumping in it on that one.
Yeah.
And I think the thing about there's a few things about the forgiveness episode that really got me. One was, you know, it caused me to actually consider how I look at forgiveness and, you know, the pieces of it that, you know, I need to work on. You know, because everyone's working on something. Shout out to you, Carol. That's your line. You know, everyone's working on something. You know, so it caused me to evaluate how I deal with and look at forgiveness. And then the other thing that really got me was the feedback we were getting about that episode, where we had seasoned individuals. I'm talking seasoned. I'm not gonna say, you know, the O word, you know, because you can't call people old.
Yeah.
So we had seasoned individuals reaching out to us and telling us like, yo, y'all really, you really inspired me to look at how I view forgiveness differently. And like for me, that just kind of blew my mind, because it's like we're sitting here, we're just having these conversations and we're just going into it, you know, just giving our perspective, and people will really, and I think that's when I really started to see like, yo, people are really like benefiting from the things that we're doing. So for me, that was amazing. I was like, it's just another opportunity for us to be able to exercise our gifts and to be able to touch people. So for me, that was like, wow, that really blew my mind. You got any comments on favorite episodes in there? You got any comments in there? Yeah, this might be an after work gift for someone. If we don't get no comments, someone's
I know
gonna
people said that.
I know people are saying, and you get the people who listen to the podcast like the day after. So they're gonna be kind of mad when they come in and like, oh, I could have got something, I could have given stuff away.
Yeah,
You
we'll
know,
keep back some stuff for them.
we will. We'll keep back some stuff. So if you want that gift, you know, just tell us what was your favorite episode and why. That's all we want to know. Your favorite episode and why. You tell us, and we'll have something for you. but have something for you. All right, going forward. So next thought I want to put out there is this one, and I'm gonna really pick your mind on this one. You know, where would you want the podcast to go? Now, when I say this, I'm like, you know, if you were absolutely in control of everything, and you could say, you know what, I want this podcast to do this, to do that, like, where would you want the podcast to go?
I don't think I've thought about like where I wanted to go per se, but just to continue to reach people, to reach millions of people, encouraging them, getting them to be a part of the conversation, and just knowing that, you know, when I'm feeling down, I have somewhere to go, I have someone to go and listen to. And that for me is like the biggest thing. We've been getting a lot of feedback and saying, okay, you know what, this encourages me, this made me feel great, this gives me hope, this allowed me to think. And for me, that's a lot. And if I even get one person to feel like they're empowered and to give them hope when they felt hopeless, for me, that's everything.
That is, because I just like connect that to myself and like thinking about the times where I was like, man, but I be like down and I listen to like a song.
Mark, happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. That was you. But I think about the way that I listen to music sometimes when I'm feeling away, and how music uplifts me, and just know to think like on that lines, if you know we're able to do that, that would be amazing. For me, I think that would really be amazing. You know, so I think I would love to be able to reach people, like many people worldwide, not just, you know, here in the Northeast, but if we could reach people around the world, I think for me that would be amazing. You know, to just still be able to give people that hope, to give people, you know, that encouragement, that inspiration, you know, because really that's what it's all about, and that's what it's always been about. So I think for that piece, I would want to see that happen. You know, I would like to get to a point where we can have more guests, where it can be like 4 of us at the table. You know, having some genuine conversations and being able to bounce ideas and stuff off of each other's minds, you know. And I think, you know, I can see that happening in the future. I think God will open up that door where we'll be able to see that. We'll need a bigger table. We'll need a bigger table. We'll need more mics. We'll need more space, you know. I would like to be able to...
We have the space.
Yeah. I think I would like to increase the conversation. I think that's one thing that I would definitely want to do, is be able to pull more people in to increase the conversation, so we can get, you know, a lot more perspective at once. Because I think that'll make for some really rich conversations. So yeah, other than that, I just like how things are going. I really like how things are going, and I'm just, you know, praying that, you know, it just continues to bless people. It continues to really be something that people can resonate with, and that people can find hope from. So, yeah.
I think right here, I just want to put a plug for the book. If you haven't gotten your book, When Three Roads Collide, The Memoir of God's Grace, like, you got to get your book. We have some giveaways, and we're going to be blessing some people with, you know, some copies. So. Nice.
You're right. You know, so this one is a really good one. This one's a really good one. This next question. Because this is going to be another giveaway question. Another giveaway question. So if you want a gift, you want an appreciation gift, you're going to need to comment on this question. So this next question is, you know, if you could change anything about the podcast, what would it be? You can change anything at all. You're in control. There's no limits. You get to choose.
Okay. Doing it live, I would love for us to be able to do it live, but...
Oh, Lord.
but...
I don't know if
we're on Zoom vacation, y'all. Like, yeah, it's been a week, like a whole week, school vacation week. So we're like, okay, we can do live today, and for the New Year's, but it would be so hard.
It would be
It
difficult.
would be difficult because we're both in school.
We wouldn't even be home yet.
Yeah, we wouldn't be home yet. And we're both in grad school. And we have a 2-year-old, like, we put her to sleep. Like, she's sleeping right now.
Yeah.
And if we didn't put her to sleep, we wouldn't be able to do
That's
this
all we know
right
here.
now.
I want mommy. Mommy. You hear her jumping up and down.
So, yeah. And also, our kids, they're in school, and we have to make sure that homework is done. We have to make sure that food is on the table. So, it's just a lot to balance. So, I would love to do live every week, every Tuesday.
I don't know. She's better than me. I don't think I could do live every week. I think, with the stumbling that I sometimes do, it's like, we would have some wrecked episodes. People are like, what in the world is going on? Oh, man, no. I don't know, but I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun if we could do live episodes every week. It would be substantially later for sure.
Yeah, when everyone is home. So I think that's another thing too, like doing live when everyone is home.
Yeah, it would definitely have to be later to be able to, keep in touch with the audience, So, like I said, that was a giveaway question. So, if you could change anything about the podcast, what would it be? What would it be? You get to choose. You could change anything. Except you can't change the host and the co-host. You can't do that. No. You can't change us. But you can change anything else.
Yeah.
What would it be?
We're gonna wait for the giveaway because I know that you have people at work. You have people who are coming home. You have people who are like, okay, I'm running errands, I'm doing this.
I just can't pay attention to y'all right now.
Yeah, and you have people who tune in the next day. So we're gonna give it. We're not gonna win that, But so we're gonna give it like later on tonight.
Maybe we can do a New Year's Eve. Announce the winners of the giveaway.
Yeah.
So y'all got your New Year's Eve. It's gonna be the morning because we got crossover service in the evening. So you gotta do it in the morning, New Year's Eve morning. You get till noon.
Yeah.
Noon on New Year's Eve. To drop that comment, and I'll just recap the giveaway questions. The first question, was what was your favorite episode so far and why? Second giveaway question was if you change anything about the podcast, what would it be? Can't change the hosts and the co-hosts. Change anything else. Your choice. What would it be? Alright, so going forward, what are some things that they can expect in the new year? What can they expect from the podcast in 2021? We're going into a new year. 2021. What is they can look forward to?
So definitely, we're thinking of like going big.
We trying to go big. We trying to go big.
We're trying to go big. Maybe have some merch.
Oh, y'all want some merch? I honestly think we need some merch. Maybe some hoodies, because I'm a hoodie person.
You are.
Maybe hoodies and sweatshirts.
Or some hats, like
Something.
some hats, like different stuff. Like I don't know.
Stickers.
We'll
See White Nation.
yeah, we'll pray about it and see what God says.
We definitely want to get some merch.
Yeah, but what else?
I would like to get brand ambassador. So if you have a brand and you want to, sponsor the podcast, we'll rock your merch on. We will shout you out. You like, this is your merch. You can get it from here. Brand ambassador. I'm trying to. I think we could have a Speak Life line on someone else's brand.
I like that.
So then it's like, we ain't even gotta go through the hassle of getting them on the table, make the merch, and we will have a line of merch.
Yes.
Brand, some brand ambassadors. So if you got a nice Christian brand, holla. We would love to bring your brand in. Well, gotta open that door. What else do you think we could get going for the new year?
I don't know yet. Like,
You telling no trade secrets.
no, I gotta pray about some stuff. You know, and I already prayed about some stuff, so I need God to show me, give us insight
Clarity.
before we just
Yeah.
share.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for God to just give us clarity.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Should I tell them about, should I put some thoughts in their mind about Fire Nights episode? Possible.
I guess I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna throw something out there that, you know, may happen. I'm not saying it will, but it may. There's a possibility. You know, we're gonna, in order to really get perspective, you know, I invited one of my brothers to actually come on the podcast. Now, I'll give you some backstory about my brother. It's my oldest brother. And if you read the book, if you read the book, if you get your copy of the book, you will understand why it would be interesting to have my brother on the podcast. I would say he's kind of like a polar opposite. A polar opposite of me. So I'm like kind of conservative and a lot of things. He's like just, I don't even want to say liberal. I think he's just like radical. So I think that would be an interesting perspective to have, you know. And, you know, I had to tell him, like, you know, we clean podcasts. So you gotta, you know, maintain the level of what we want.
Yeah, because at the
You
same
know,
time,
we're still trying to inspire people, but we definitely want to be able to bring insight to certain things and see, you know, different perspectives. So, Fire Nights episodes may be coming out in the new year, you know. And as we, you know, progress and we get better, we want to try to do more stuff as far as, for me personally, like, I think, you know, we could definitely get, you know, better video quality of the things that we're doing and things like that. So, you know, as we, you know, get going a little further, you know, you'll start seeing improvements in the things that we're doing. And that's the thing that we want to do. We always want to improve, but we always want to stay to the core of what we're doing, which is, you know, trying to reach people and trying to just give people hope and just make content that y'all enjoy, that y'all inspired with. So, what do y'all want to see? What do y'all are the driving force behind what we do? You know, our audience is who we cater to. So that'll be another giveaway question. What do you want to see in 2021 from the Speak Life podcast? What do y'all want to see? What do y'all want us to touch on? What are some topics that you may, you know, want us to discuss that we haven't jumped in yet? You know. Because we want to make sure that we're staying relevant to our
the time that we're living in today.
yeah, because there's a lot going on, and 2020 has been a very interesting year, you know, but we've still seen where God has allowed us to still, you know, jump into uncharted waters for us, because I know, like, I wouldn't have expected at the beginning of 2020 that come the end of the year we would be podcasters.
No. Look at God.
Look at God. So, you know, we podcasters, we authors. We're authors, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just seeing, you know, how amazing God has been and the things that He's doing, and, you know, we just want to keep that going, and we still want to stay relevant to what we're doing, you know, because, you know, our faith plays a really big part in everything that we're doing. So it's like still maintaining that hope, still maintaining that inspiration is something that we want to do.
So again, just in case you missed it, New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
That's when we're gonna do the giveaway.
That's when we're announcing the winners.
The winners.
We're announcing the winners. So you have now until noon on New Year's Eve to answer these questions. Answer these questions. So I'm gonna drop the questions again. So our first question was, what was your favorite episode and why? You don't have to have the number, just tell us the topic. You can be like, when y'all talked about this is my favorite episode, and just give us a little backstory on why you liked it. You know, and our second giveaway question was, if you could change anything about the podcast, what would it be? Once again, you can't change the host and the co-host. I have to stress this because some people are like, you know what I would change the podcast? I would change y'all. Y'all need to go. Like, no, this is our podcast. You can't change us. Like, it don't work like that. Then who's gonna give you the gifts? Who's gonna give you the goods? So you can't change us. You can change anything else.
But not us.
But you can't change us. We're here to stay. Alright, the next question was, what are some things that you want to see from the podcast going forward, like 2021 and going forward? What are some things that you would like to see? What are some topics that you would like to discuss? You know, we really love when you guys are a part of the conversation. You know, so if there's something that you feel like we haven't talked about yet that y'all want to talk about, let us know. We will talk. We're going to talk about it. You know what? Let us know. And I would pose this last question as a giveaway question. We talked about it earlier, but I don't think I posed it, you know, to our amazing audience, you know. How have you been enjoying the podcast so far? Let us know. If you just tune in because you want to, you know, see what kind of hoodie I'm going to wear, you don't care what I'm saying, you know, you're like, I really like the hoodie selection game, but you as a host, you need to work on this, that, and that. I can't go to feedback. Just let me know. Let me know. If I'm too loud for you, I can't help that. That's something I can't help. I'm loud. I'm loud. My kids are loud. The only one who's quiet in this house is this lady right here. But she'll tell you, like everyone else, from Gracie up, is just loud. We all loud. And maybe Elijah. Elijah's a little quiet. But when it comes to me, Timmy, we loud. It's not even a little loud. Like, we are loud. So, I can't help that.
Especially when they get excited.
Excitement.
I have my moments.
It might sound like someone fighting in the house, how excited, when we get excited, how loud it be. People are like, what in the world are you doing there? You know, so I can't help with my tone. I don't really have an inside tone. You know, and anyone who knows me knows that. But how have you been enjoying the podcast? And I think, you know, I think that's good. That's good.
Yeah, so we waited for your feedback.
Waiting for you. There's been a lot of singing this episode. It's live though. It's live. It's our first live episode. Our last episode of the year, we wanted to give something back. We wanted to bless y'all. So, tune in. Answer these questions. And if we need to get to you, we're gonna reach out to you. We're gonna need some email addresses so we can send y'all some gifts.
Yeah.
We're gonna send y'all some gifts.
Yeah.
Some gifts. Tis the season. La 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 la.
Alright, y'all. So don't forget.
Death and life. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Yeah, that was me, by the way. If y'all haven't picked that up yet, by the way,
The intro.
we are like 18 episodes in. If y'all have not figured out that is me rapping on the introduction, I'm disappointed in y'all. I am disappointed. But
Just remember, death and life.
Death and life.
The power of the tongue. So just make sure that you speak.
Speak life. Speak life. We love y'all and shout out to y'all for joining in. Don't forget to like.
Subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend.
Yeah. And we'll try to do live again. It's just fun.
It's a learning curve.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve for sure. You know, but we thank y'all for being with us for these episodes, and this is our last live episode, or our last episode of the year. So
See you in 2021.
we want to make sure we give
Happy
you guys something.
New
We
Year.
appreciate y'all. Happy New Year. We wish you a happy New Year. Have an amazing day.